Hello everyone. Today in this video, I will be talking about the Roblox autopilot beef. Before we start, make sure to like and subscribe for more videos like this. Now let's get right into the video. On the 7th of February, apps creator June469s made an announcement in their Discord. It reads the following.
Announcement to everyone, we have spent considerable time deliberating whether or not to make this public in a server that includes many people unrelated to this issue. However, we have concluded that this matter can no longer be left unaddressed, and so we have made the decision to release this statement. Why are we making this announcement? In the game Tesla Autopilot, developed by Autopilot, along with individuals referred to here as scripter and modeler, there have been past instances of harassment. The use of tools that are prohibited by Roblox to access and misuse assets from apps, and playing apps using exploit tools. Until now, we have remained silent and have not publicly responded to these actions. However, the situation changed significantly when they released a game pass called Enhanced Autopilot for 599 Robux. According to an internal source, features included in this pass such as auto-turn were created by copying the system structure of APS. In addition, we have confirmed that several apps assets and modular scripts are being used without authorization inside their game's data. Furthermore, they previously created a community specifically for the purpose of harassing me as a creator. This community has since been closed. Within that group, Scripterer, who is responsible for scripting in their game, uploaded a video of himself playing apps using exploit tools. In that video, he was seen using cheat scripts such as Dex and Infinite Yield. While we are not distributing the video at this time, if the situation worsens, we are fully prepared to release it publicly. We have also identified unauthorized use of systems such as the lane visualization feature commonly referred to as FSD visualization, along with model data related to that system. The 3D models used in their FSD visualization vehicles, pedestrians, etc. match mesh data that has been used in apps for over a year and a half. We previously protested this to the creator, but they responded, "These are not stolen models from APS. They were given to me by a friend who has connections to Tesla, so they might actually be considered official Tesla assets." However, according to an internal source, the measurements and dimensions matched perfectly with apps data, confirming that they were taken from our game. After this was pointed out, an update was made to his game and those meshes were removed. Beyond that, Modeler, who works on their car models, has also said things such as, Plant Studios server is full of 5-year-olds, and apps is just copying our game. Modeler also once wrote Christmas on Christmas Day and previously harassed a Ukrainian developer on our team by sending disturbing images along with the phrase Ukraine versus Russia. Everything stated here only accounts for around 50% of what we have documented. We still have numerous additional pieces of evidence regarding exploit tool usage and harassment, and we are ready to publish all of it at any time. This message is not meant to discourage people from playing their game. Rather, we want people to understand that their popularity is built on stolen systems and assets from apps, and on repeated harassment. If they continue to harass us or spread false claims, we will respond by releasing all of our evidence, including videos and images, without hesitation.
So basically, they are saying that people from Tesla Autopilot is taking assets from his game, harassing him and his developers, and also spreading false claims. Junie also linked this image and tagged Autopilot in this message to show everyone his account. After that announcement was made, Autopilot responded by making a Google Docs. It's too long, so I'll summarize his response to every claim. He says that the evidence provided were screenshots from 2023, and also pointed out that Junie claimed an internal source that confirmed matching meshes and model, and said an overly vague quote from someone that is not named doesn't not confirm anything, and he should use actual proof if he wants to accuse him. And the models Junie mentioned was removed to deter future drama, and it wasn't even Junie's. He also says that Junie doesn't own the concept of auto-turning FSD system. Autopilot said he built the whole system from scratch. He says that the scripter in the video that's referenced by Junie was no longer associated with him a long time ago, and his actions doesn't represent him or his game now. And trying to use his unrelated behavior is very misleading and proves Junie is desperate to make him look bad. He said that no such server existed and every server linked to the development of his own game is privately owned and has no purpose of harassing him. And the 5-year-old comment was a very clear joke. Also, the inappropriate language from modeler is an unverified claim since there was no real proof. He also pointed out that the announcement was flagged as AI generated. He ends the document by saying everything in his announcement proves nothing, and Junie blocked him on X after these accusations were made. Then, Junie responded to the document. He says that the models were confirmed identical to theirs by matching its properties internally. The mesh and dimensions also match exactly. If there are further development on Autopilot's side, they will compare it to theirs. He says that Scriptura uploaded a video of him exploiting in Junie's game in an anti-Junie server with the caption "I like to F" around Junie's game. He also says that even if the 5-year-old comment was a joke, it could be hurtful, and Scriptura also complained that the bug reports were annoying. He says that hateful comments and announcements that were mocking him when the game was down were made in Autopilot's server. The announcement was translated by AI from original Japanese, but it still doesn't prove nothing. He DN'd Autopilot because he's showing him using his model and he denied it was him. He linked the following images. Autopilot responded again. After Junie asked him about the model, he removed and replaced it himself to deter future drama. But the modules of FSD were not stolen. He says that Junie insisted that he exploited in their game, and he didn't. Any screenshots that was provided only show him in the game, but not exploiting. Every Google Drive traced back to another person. He posted the announcement as a light-hearted joke. The offensive messages were written by a person with a white name, which means they were banned shortly sending that message. And one message about APS creator exploiting is not harassment. It's a claim. He also left the anti-Junie group a long time ago without sending a message. The model was obtained with explicit permission, and Junie has no standing to revoke his rights. So far, they are just going back and forth. Then, Junie made another response. He claims that Autopilot removing the car model to avoid conflict means that he knowingly removed stolen content. He also asked him to publicly name the team member that gave him the assets. As for the auto-turn system, he meant the mechanical concept and not the code, and he never accessed his files. The threats inside Autopilot's server were targeted at him, and it was sent by his own devs. Even if it's not sent by him, as a server owner, he should moderate them. He said Autopilot joined the server, and the intent was obvious. He also claimed that he sent an invite link to his own server, meaning he approved and promoted it. He says that the smalls made also qualifies as harassment. The claim was also made by one of his own developers, and that he should understand the seriousness of a public developer making a false claim. He says that this is perhaps the most damaging to his credibility. In DMs, he stated he bought it himself, but the model that he bought was provided by Junie, and he never gave permission for him to use it. He also linked these images. Then Autopilot made his third document. He says that he removed the FSD assets to avoid drama, not because of knowing it being stolen. He says that he doesn't moderate every message, and Junie's expectation is inhumane. By the time that message was sent, he was not online. He joined out of curiosity and was not part of its creation nor support its intent. He says that the message isn't harassment or defamation. It was not widely circulated or stated as a fact. Defamation requires intent and reach. He says in early stages of development he was using the model from someone that got it from Junie. He says he got permission from the guy. If Junie didn't give permission, that's between him and the guy. Ever since the revamp, he has been using his own. He ends by saying it's been dragged on far past what's reasonable. Now, Scripter makes a document. He says that the video doesn't contain exploiting. His username was not even present. The video could have been edited to frame him. He says that the auto-turn system behaves way different from their game, and Junie's confirmation was false. He also provides a technical breakdown in his document. Scripter links an image of Junie saying, "You should ask for permission when you take inspiration." Scripter points out that a lot of things in Junie's game was inspired by Tesla, and asks why don't he ask Tesla for permissions. He says the messages were not harassment. He was taken out of context by one of Junie's whistleblowers. There was an image that Scripter didn't understand how it could be evidenced. Basically, they were saying Junie and Ben have very similar ideas. Having similarities wouldn't be copying. In updated version of the statement, Scripter adds that he is sorry for past mistakes and do take responsibility for them. However, there were some claims being misinterpreted. DM between Autopilot. Scripter wasn't even working for him yet. He also points out that Junie might be using exploitative or inappropriate methods to get files from their game, which break Roblox's twos. He also says that Junie's team member has been previously banned and now are been evading to monitor their conversations in their server. Now Junie responses once again. He asked if he's seriously insisting it was edited, and he invites him to prove it. He says that Scripter knowing the system works on similar concepts means he had access to their system, maybe via stolen map data. He says the Autopilot have told him in DMIS to credit him if he uses their inspirations. Junie also tells them to align internally with their team before making statements. He says that even if you don't use them now, it doesn't erase past violations. You used them without permission before. They have more screenshots to prove they didn't manipulate the context. Even if it's not harassment, those messages and actions caused harm. Junie wasn't saying that the same idea was copying. It was the asset that they were using. Junie ends the announcement by saying, all the statements have been logged and cannot be retracted. Their credibility has been further eroded. Autopilot makes one final document, which tells us a summary of everything and what's he going to do the next few days. APS accused them of stealing assets from them, harassing them, and exploiting in their game. He has removed Modeler and Scripter from his team. He is going to remove everything that has association with them to avoid future risks. Every FSD assets were replaced and every FSD-related things were confirmed by himself that it has no apps code. He will flag anything that wasn't created by himself and take the appropriate action. He will also remove everything without a verified source. He states that there's no proof that apps has exclusive rights to the model, and he doesn't plan to replace any of the model used in his entire experience. He has removed the mentioned members from his team, and he will take more stricter measures in his server moderation. He apologizes for any frustration or inconvenience that's caused by this drama, not because of guilt or to dismiss APS's rights to raise concerns. He will soon have more transparency on his game's changelog. He hopes to resolve this privately through DMIS other than making public messages. He wants to focus on making a fun experience, not on arguments. That's all the information I have for now on this drama. If there is more coming out, I might make a part 2. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and also leave your opinion on this down below. As always, have a nice day.